Joy Stewart. Joy Fleming Stewart. She was Joy Fleming when she played in Average and made such a great name for herself on the courts, and of course took her great volleyball prowess to Clemson and has now gotten to the position where she is transferring her knowledge and still winning volleyball games through her players in Carolina. And just a fabulous player, and now an even more fabulous coach in South Carolina in the sport of volleyball. Let's welcome her to the Beaver County Sports Hall of Fame. Joy Stewart.
Thank you. This is such a tremendous honor. I can't even begin to tell you how much it means to me. I've lived here all my life, and I moved away when I went to college. And I always missed it coming back to Pennsylvania, but to be inducted into the Hall of Fame with these people and the people before me is such a tremendous honor and a privilege, and I can't thank you enough for everything that you have done for me. I have a love and passion for the game of volleyball, but I've lived through all three sports. But my one great passion was volleyball. And I got the honor and privilege of being able to go from high school to college and then on past there to play volleyball. There's so many people that I want to thank. There's so many people that came to see me tonight that I haven't seen in such a long time. And it means so much to me that you took the time to come and see me tonight. Thank you very much. I want to start by thanking my parents. I have the most amazing parents that ever could be. They have gone on and beyond. I know as a parent myself, I would do the same thing because my kids mean the world to me. But my parents, they always encouraged me to do my very best. And I did that because I play with my heart and I have a passion for the game. But they said, as long as you do your best, you're fine. And I always did that. They watched me from being 7 years old and playing softball to being 2 years ago winning the state championship. They never missed anything. They were my biggest, strongest fans, and I know as myself as a parent, I'll do the same thing because my kids mean the world to me. I want to tell you one story that they did that is just unbelievable. I was playing at Clemson. I think I was a sophomore or junior, but they drove from Pennsylvania on a Tuesday. And they drove all the way to Clemson. They drove all night. They got to my apartment probably at 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They slept maybe 2 hours. They took me and my roommate out to lunch, came to my game at 7 o'clock, and drove back to Pennsylvania. I mean, that is beyond supportive. You're talking about 12 hours. They know how much they mean to me, but I think everybody else in this room needs to know how much they mean to me, and they are the best parents anybody could possibly ever have. Someone very special to me taught me the game and the love of volleyball, and without her support, I would not be here today. And I want Donna Pfeiffer to stand and be recognized because she is the most unbelievable woman. She taught me was to play with my heart, and I always did that because I love the game and I played with my heart, and she was instrumental in me going from high school to college. Without Donna Pfeiffer, I would not be standing here right now. She helped me beyond belief, and I can't thank her enough. When I became a coach, I thought that it was all about playing. I had no idea that there was 5 other girls on the court with me, because there's 6 girls on the court. I was one of them, and I didn't realize there was 5 other ones because I only knew my position. I knew where I needed to be, but I didn't realize everybody else needed to be. So it was a huge culture shock for me to go from playing to coaching. The one thing that I love about coaching is that you can see it in somebody that they have that love for the game like you did. They play with their heart, and you can't teach that. You can't teach somebody to play with their heart. When you find that special athlete, you know right away that they're going places. I have the honor and privilege of having one of my girls that played for me, even though she's not playing volleyball, she's going to Stanford to play from South Carolina to Stanford to play the game that she loves. She was signed as a sophomore, so that is just a huge accomplishment. But when you watch this girl play, you get goosebumps, as with anyone else that plays with their heart. When you know somebody is giving everything that they have, you know it, and it just gives you goosebumps to watch them give their all. A lot of my girls have gone on to play college, and they still keep in touch with me, like I do with Miss P, because she is the one person that can tell me, yay or nay, what I'm doing is right or wrong. And my girls keep in touch with me the same way. I want to thank my sister Jill. She's always been there for me. She is my big support, my encouragement. She can listen to me. She might be 5 states away, but I can call her any time of the day, and she knows exactly what I'm thinking and what I'm trying to say, and she helps me put it into perspective. She's able to help me make a decision unlike anyone else. Lastly, I want to thank my husband, Joe. He has always got me through the toughest of times. I couldn't do any of this without him. He is the calm one. I'm the hyper one, he's the calm one. They say opposites attract, me and Joe attract. Because I'm hyper, he's calm. Our life is completely chaotic. We have 3 boys, and we have 4 schedules through the fall. And Joe's the one that keeps everything grounded, unlike me, who's always very hyper. Joe's the one that says, it's fine, everything's fine. I don't look for anybody in the stands because I don't pay attention to anything that goes on in the game, but if there's anybody that I'm looking for, it's Joe. And when I know he's there, I know everything's fine. Also want to recognize my children, JD, Kate, and Aaron. They are the most unbelievable children you could ever meet. They're my biggest fans, my favorite fans. They miss a lot because they all 3 play football, and I can't be there. But they always ask me when I get home, how do things go? And I tell them, and I want to quit, and they tell me, don't you dare. You are not giving up because we love watching you coach. And if it wasn't for them, there's no way I would continue to do it. I want to thank the Hall of Fame. This has been an incredible honor to be recognized for something that you love. It means everything to me. And lastly, I want to thank my very, very, very special friend, Nikki Santiago. We have wonderful stories to tell. We could probably write a book because we have played together since we were little kids. And my dad was our coach, and he gave us grief, but he loved us and pushed us. And without my dad pushing me the way he did, I would not have gone on to college. And P can vouch for that. Thank you again for such an honor and for the committee. And this day has been so special, and it's something I will never forget. Thank you very much.
Joy, congratulations to you and to all of our inductees. We have